My name is Anastacia, and I am many things. I'm a doctor, a daughter, a sister, a writer, a friend. I am a woman. A woman with hopes and dreams who somehow wants to make this world a better place. A woman with values and integrity. A woman who has so much love and so much compassion that she just wants to share. A woman who some people will despise without ever having met. A woman who, according to some individuals, is an abomination and has no right even to survive. A woman who is transgender. The 20th of November is the Transgender Day of Remembrance, and the week that precedes it was Transgender Awareness Week. A week where people like me plead with the rest of the world not just to acknowledge us and respect us for who we are, but to stand with us in the face of adversity and hatred, to recognize that the society in which we live, which is cruel and hard on everyone, is that much crueler and that much harder on people who are trans. It's a week where we remind the world that we mean no harm, that we aren't predators or criminals, that we just want to pee, and that we want the right to do it safely. A week where we ask people to consider how difficult our lives are made when we don't have identity documents that reflect our true selves, where we live in constant fear of being pulled over on the road and interrogated, a world in which we're afraid to travel because we don't know what questions we might have to answer, what embarrassments we might have to face. A week during which we ask for some consideration of how difficult it is for us to seek medical help. To walk into a doctor's office and lay bare our bodies and our identities in front of hands and eyes that might be callous instead of sensitive. For those of us who desire hormones or surgery, these interventions are often unattainable, or unaffordable, or just so rigorously gate-kept as to render them entirely inaccessible. In this week, we try to explain that our identities are not a choice, that we are not guilty of any sin or iniquity or any crime or any wrongdoing, that we do not seek attention, that we're not trying to fool or to deceive anyone, that we don't deserve to be punished. This is a week that we use to remind society of the diversity of identities and expressions that exist. To point out that there is more than just male or female. To explain that it's not up to us to judge and to label and to determine what we think someone else's identity should be. To emphasize that we are all unique and we are all valid and we are all beautiful, not in spite of our differences, but because of them. I remember 1 year ago today, it was scarcely a few weeks after I had admitted to myself that I was transgender, and it was about 2 weeks before I would see a doctor for the first time and say out loud the words, "I have gender dysphoria. I need to transition." On the Transgender Day of Remembrance last year, I recall the pain that I felt reading about the stories of those who had lost their lives to hate crime. It shocked me and it saddened me to try to understand that there is this contempt and this vile hatred that some people hold towards us. And it scared me to think that someday that hatred would be directed towards me. But there could be no way back. To transition or not was to do or to die. The life that I was living was unsustainable, unbearable, excruciating, agonizing. My relationships were stilted and insincere. The image that stared back at me from the mirror was one that I abhorred. I felt unworthy and inadequate, and I did not want to continue. In the year that has passed, I have left the lies behind me. Now I live authentically each and every day, and I choose to live each and every day. More than that, I choose to live visibly, to stand up and to be heard, and to speak out and to teach. I live and I love openly and honestly, and anyone who knows me will testify to that. Transition saved my life from the grip of worsening dysphoria that inevitably would have become lethal. So today, I choose to tell my story, and to tell it proudly. I tell it for myself, because I've learned how to love myself. I tell it for my friends and my family who have stood by me and supported me through everything that I've been through. I tell it to stand in unity with my trans siblings who tell their own stories. And I tell it for those who cannot tell their own stories, for those who remain silent because it's not safe for them to speak, and for those who are no longer with us. In the year that has passed, 271 trans people are known to have been murdered around the world. How many more have gone unreported, I do not know. How many have lost their lives to suicide, I do not know. 271 of my brothers and my sisters and my siblings, and probably many more. 271 flames snuffed out. 271 voices silenced forever. Today is set aside for their remembrance, but there are many who feel that loss each and every day. And there are many of us who wonder, will I be next? But in addition to being a day of remembrance, today is also a day of resilience. A day when we stand together in testament to our endurance in the face of a world that is often too cruel and too hostile. A day when we remind ourselves that trans lives matter, that black lives matter, that immigrant lives matter, that refugee lives matter. A day where we say their names and we remember them, and we stand united against the intersectional injustices that so many of us and our siblings face. I am one of the lucky ones. I am here today, able to share my thoughts and my feelings. I have access to the medication I need in order to survive. I have my university degree. I enjoy all the privilege that comes with the color of my skin. And still, my life is a struggle, each and every day. And I wonder if I will survive. I wonder if my name will be the next one that is added to the list. I wonder if someday I will lose the will to carry on trying. I wonder if someday I will stop finding the will to choose to live. And there are many, far too many, who have it worse than I do. So today, I will ask you to remember those who have fallen. To honor their memory is by striving to be better, to fight alongside us for justice and for human rights, to treat us with the same compassion and respect and dignity that any human being deserves. To understand that difference is not worse. To proclaim loudly that trans is not lesser. And to my trans sisters and brothers and siblings, I want to remind you that you are beautiful, and you are loved, and you are valuable, valuable beyond measure, and you are not alone. My name is Anastacia, and I am many things. I am a woman who is transgender.